Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? I'm aka Nostradamus. I gotta tell you, I'm having a very bad day. I've been on a bus that's, what is it? I've been on a bus that's flipped 57 times. It's been a really long time since I've seen that movie. I'm sure I butchered the line. How you all doing? Can you name the movie? I doubt it. Great movie with Eddie Murphy, 48 Hours. How you doing? Gotten a little tango with my YubiKey this morning. Real quickly, I installed a YubiKey on this computer at the beginning of the year, but it never worked. It would never let me log in with it. But it always allowed me to log in with my regular username, so you know me, I got lazy and I never mess with it. And then all of a sudden I hit the lock, accidentally hit the lock screen, you know, Windows L. Locked my screen. The only thing was available was the Windows YubiKey. It would, you know, the security key, and it wouldn't work. It wouldn't let me log in. I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna be able to work. How am I gonna get into this? I was panicking. Am I calling sick? If I'm gonna take my Ethereum mining computer and move it over and get it all set up, am I gonna be able to get into my? How easy is it gonna be get into my YouTube and all this stuff? Oh, the horror. But eventually I booted into safe mode, did some registry stuff, and we're all good. Crisis averted. I gotta tell you though, man, woo, you want an adrenaline rush, get locked out of your computer. All right, let's see what's going on in the stock market. I did put a Tesla covered call. We've done a pretty good job on two of those as of late. Tesla's getting hamskied. Tesla's being taken to the woodshed, as is the Nasdaq. Wow, look at this. This is probably, I haven't even looked at crypto prices in the last couple hours because I've been dealing with some computer issues. So I have no idea if this market sell-off is affecting crypto at the moment. We're going to talk about Solana. Don't you worry. You can STFU all you Solana holders. I don't want to hear it. I might be a little salty that I never bought any Solana. Anyway, Tesla, I don't know, they're getting, the government is like investigating them for some crashes into some government vehicles. Dude, like what? Like, I don't even know, is that really happening? I mean, that feels a little bit like an attack. Like they didn't get invited to some big thing that all these other EVs got. I forget what it is, but I don't know, man. Did Biden lose some money on some Tesla stock or something? What the hell's going on over here? When you smell fish, it might be a little fishy. Anyway, Tesla's getting hamskied a little bit. I'm not overly worried about it. Again, woke up. I sold a covered call. Whoa, man, like 2 days ago, 5 days ago? No, it hasn't been that long, has it? Yeah, I guess it has. We sold it last Thursday. We had already sold one on 8/6. Yeah, so we sold a covered call on 8/6 for $810. Bought it back for $330, so we made about $480. Is that math correct? I don't know, something close to that. Immediately sold another one for $800 credit. Just bought it back. I could have got greedy again, but I just bought it back for half price. We just made $400. So we've ripped about $900 in credits on Tesla covered calls. That is how it's done, boys and girls. Obviously, the risk is Tesla moonshots and you get your shares called away from you. That's a high-class problem. Not a problem. It's not a high-class problem I want because I don't want to lose my Tesla shares. As long as I can stay in the game and have enough capital in my IRA to sell puts against it, I'm not going to cry over that spilt milk. But eventually, so that's the problem in the IRA. You sell a covered call, Tesla shares get called away from you, and then the price gets so high that selling puts isn't worth it. You don't have enough capital, and the next thing you know, the odds of that happening are slim. But a stock like Tesla, I mean, that shit went from basically $70 to 5,000 in the matter of a year. So, which also tends, something like that happening again anytime soon, especially with market at all-time highs. Market is struggling. So anyway, that is what it is. Tattooed Chef. Ooh, Jeremy. Poor Jeremy at Financial Education. I don't know. He said like this is like 10 or 15% of his portfolio. I don't know, brother. I mean, I love me some Tattooed Chef, but I don't know if I love it to the tune of 20% of my portfolio. You should have got, I know you've been scared to get into that Bitcoin, bro. Bitcoin and Ethereum or Solana, Harmony One, Polkadot, Cardano. Dude, you'd be one of the richest people on the planet if you would have yellowed 15% into that. All right, the miners, basically flat, so Bitcoin must be doing okay. Let's see, Bitcoin futures is actually up 50. We will take a look at that chart. Gold hovering around that 1785 level. It hasn't done much as of late. Yeah, I don't even want to know what crude oil's. Crude oil's at $67 a barrel. Anything else over here? Well, I haven't looked at Apple in a while. Wow, $150. I have not been paying much attention to the stock market as of late. My attention has been divided with crypto, DeFi, and NFTs. And I got to tell you, man, NFTs is not it's not passive income. NFTs is very active income. All right, let's go over to the markets, the cryptos, and take a look. I have added my Elliott wave, the counter suit to Crypto Savvies. We're going to 9,000 Elliott wave. We're in a wave B. So what is this? A, B. He thinks we're in a wave B right here, and this is where we're going. But so this right here is a wave B, and then we're going to the depths of hell. I don't know, bro. I don't think so, man. I do not think so. So this is what I think. I am by no means an Elliott wave expert, but this is what I'm looking at. Yesterday, exactly as predicted. Oh, I hate it when people say that. I did talk about, we did bounce off this fib level, the 50 fib on Sunday. We did close above it. My personal thought was we would go down and touch the 200 or flirt with the 200. We actually did do that, and we're still hanging above it, which is good. That is good for the good kids. We want to hold the 200. We're going to have to see how that battle lies. If we lose it, if we lose the 200, it doesn't mean crash, but it could. You got to be ready for that. It could mean that. Again, no one knows, right? Even Crypto Savvy says he doesn't know, but he just thinks what he thinks. I think he's wrong. I'm sure if he heard my analysis, he would call me an idiot, but it's all good, brother. So I think even if we do lose it, it would just be a little chilly dipper and we'll come back up. We still are on pace. The Golden Cross with this little dip, it has moved it out a few days for now. So I think we're looking at August 26 for a Golden Cross. This obviously could change if this starts going up again. If it continues to go down, it could extend it. Or, it's not unheard of for this to come up to the 200 and then go back down, right? It is not unheard of. I don't think that's going to be the case, but some of the wild cards do include stock market crashes. Stock market, dude, okay, so Bitcoin is dipping a little bit. It was down 50. I mean, that's nothing big in the world of Bitcoin. But the Nasdaq being down, it was down more than that. Is it trying to fade? I could swear it was down a lot more than that. Let's see if we can get that up on the chart. I swear, man, Tastyworks, you're having some problems lately with charting, and I don't know what you're doing over there. All right, daily 5-year. I don't want that. Let's look at the 5-minute. And why are you making this so difficult? Oh my goodness, dude! Like, what are you guys doing over there with your charts and your bugs on the? Looking. All right, I'm through with you. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the QQQ over on TradingView. All right, what did I have going on here? Oh, that's some date right now. I don't know why, but we're gonna get rid of you. I say we're gonna get rid of you, but you're not wanting me to. There we go. All right, so the Nasdaq. This is a long-term chart that we've looked at several times, and it makes me nervous. We do not need the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve in here. So like I say, it doesn't look too bad when you see it stretch out like that. What do they say? When in doubt, zoom out. So what in Bitcoin, when in doubt, zoom out, and you just see it going up, 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 up. When in doubt, zoom out on this bad boy, and all you see is E. That's a scary looking freaking chart. Let's move this to the weekly. All right, so here's the .com crash. Nice little roller coaster. Tick, 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 wee. All right, so we're looking at a similar thing right here. You know, that's a... I don't know what a blow off top is, but on a weekly chart, that looks like a blow off top. I mean, that thing has been blowing its top since... We'll say it's been blowing its top since May of 20. And it just keeps blowing and blowing. So I don't know, man. Like I've said a few times, I would be okay with just a nice correction. Just a normal correction would be healthy, right? This can't continue. I don't know what planet you're living on, but this can't continue. Like, it just doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. So let's see what a 20... A nice 20%. I mean, a 20% is not going to be fun, but I mean, you know, we have a nice little 20% correction. Hell, maybe even a 30 take us down to, let's move this over. So we got the SMAs. So the 200 on this, the 200 on the Nasdaq is 38% away. Could you imagine a death cross in the Nasdaq right now, dude? It's going to be end of the world. Like just a correction. Come down, sell a bunch of calls. Everyone makes some money. The market gets to a fair valuation, and you know we can stop worrying about stock market crashes, right? We just had a nice little 50-60% in Bitcoin. We can laugh when people are panicking on a 30% in the stock market. But again, 30% breakage in the stock market is probably not going to be good for crypto. All right, so Bitcoin is dipping. Getting back to that 200. Getting close to it. We'll have to see how that plays out. Cardano, struggling a little bit. I mean, this thing could come back down to the 618, and we're looking at $1.85. I mean, I'm waiting for. I don't even want to look at Twitter. Oh, Cardano has crashed to levels it hasn't seen since last Thursday. I love that fucking joke. All right, so Cardano is still doing really well in the grand scheme of things. Do not forget, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days ago we were at $1.40, and not too long ago we were hovering around $1. Right, so July 20th, been about 3 weeks, we were at $1. Not too bad. Polkadot, actually, let's talk about Solana. If you're in Solana, I got something for you. Wait for it. Are you happy? Are you happy that you got Solana? Congratulations. Hold on, I got something for you.
Oh, good for you. Oh, good for you. Oh, good for you.
And how was it? How was it? Oh, good for you. Whenever, that's a little joke, me and my friends on each other. Whenever they say, oh, you know, I made a bunch of money, I'll send them that, right? And we all get a good laugh. Dude, yes, I'm a little salty. Back, not really. You know how it is, man. I liked audio too. Audio's whatever that the Spotify killer. I'm not even sure. Is that on Ethereum or is that on Solana? I don't even know. I didn't buy into that either. Back when I did buy into Polkadot, and we're going to talk about Polkadot. So I sold my Polkadot to do tax loss harvesting at a big loss. And then I bought back in at $10. I bought most of it back, and I really love Polkadot, but I have not been happy with the fact that Polkadot's kind of been lagging behind. But at the time I bought, it was, I mean, Polkadot was around $11. So, I mean, I can't cry over spilt milk that I missed out on Solana that went at the same time, that went from $30 to $70. I mean, Polkadot's made the same kind of move. It's gone from $10 to, I mean, it peaked out today at 27. So the grand scheme of things, the end of the day, Polkadot has done just as good. I still do want to get into Solana. I probably wait for like a, you know, I'm out of money. I don't have a lot of money to invest. I'm taking money, and there are some things I'm looking at on Anchor that I might be getting into pretty soon. We'll touch on in a second. And or maybe throwing some Ethereum at really trying to be serious in NFTs, but that scares the crap out of me, to be quite honest. But I'll probably wait until, you know, if Plan A comes into effect, the market does blow its top off, we take a bunch of profits. I will reevaluate during the bear market how I want to reallocate my funds. Yeah, you know, I show my portfolio all the time. This is not a hype channel. I show you what it's really like to earn money in crypto. It's not a bunch of fake market cipher, buy market cipher, go over to Bybit or whatever and 100x YOLO Bitcoin. No, that's not how it's done, man. It is watching your expenses, saving every penny you have in investing, whether that's the stock market or crypto, cutting down on the amount of 12 packs you buy, cutting down on going out to eat, and instead investing it. You know, instead of, I need a living room. I've said this a few times, but I need to do some work on the house. And right now it's on hold because I think if I take that money and invest it, and I've been doing that strategy since last year. I did a cash out refi on my house. Some of that was going to be to fix up the house. COVID came. Decided I didn't want construction workers in my house or deal with the mess or just deal with even finding someone during all that BS, right? Who knows, right? They charged me out the ass or whatever. So instead I invested it. I'm like, screw it. Did pretty good. Thank you, Tesla. Thank you, Neo. And then we rolled into crypto and, ooh, thank you, crypto. We've done pretty good. And I think the ride's not done. So eventually, you know, maybe we take some profits and I put some money in the house. But at the end of the day, I don't have to have a living room right now. And the living room is just going to be something that I barely use like 99% of the time. I'm either working in my office or, you know, I mean, what is a living room? It's just a place for me to go be lazy. I can do that in my bedroom. So instead I'm investing it. We're trying to make money, passive income, right? I talk about that all the time. I'm trying to build a passive income empire. So now that I went on that long ass tangent, my point being, I would love to have Solana in my portfolio. And I may, if I would have realized that Solana, so you can earn 7.5% on your Solana and Kraken. And I'm sure there's other better places to stake it, but I probably would have just done it on Kraken because I bought my Polkadot on Kraken. I get 12%. End of the day, I mean, Polkadot's paying me. I have 1,000 Polkadot. I've earned 11 free Polkadot in the few weeks, and that's what it earns me per month. I expect that to go up maybe a 10x over the next 4 years. I don't think it's out of the question. If it continues to pay 12%. Polkadot alone is paying me enough passive income to live on, to be quite honest. Don't even talk about Cardano. If Cardano 10x's or even 5x's in the next 4 to 5 years, and I'm going to discuss that a little bit too, that's enough for me to live on, right? I don't need Rolexes and Lambos and Learjets and all that. I just would love to have enough and this is just one, one revenue stream I'm working on. I got, I'm constantly shaking and moving. I got Helium miner, Ethereum miner, more stuff to do with that. I got this YouTube channel. Maybe hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I would love for YouTube just to give me enough passive income to offset how much I make it work. Plus a little extra, because healthcare, them benefits, healthcare ain't cheap for someone old and falling apart like me. I would love nothing better to do than trade all day and hop on YouTube and show you all how to do it, all how to make money, different ways to do it. I would all day long. I could do that all day long. So hit that like button. Maybe someday. I don't know. I'm around 780 subscribers. They say getting to 1,000 is the toughest. I'm going to tell you, man, it is one of the more challenging things I've had in life. If I'm being honest with myself, I mean, I could have worked harder at it, but hey, I got a lot going on, man. I work for a living. YouTube is not paying me $50,000 to $100,000 a month, and I probably got to. Even once I do get monetized, it's probably going to be years before I make more than like $10 a month. So I do you, right? All the loyal subscribers that come in and learn how to do this stuff with me. Anyway, if there's a bear market and plan A played out and I did take profits and I have a bunch of cash on the sidelines, I'm going to be looking to redeploy that. That's when you can really, really make a fortune in cryptocurrency. You buy them again at the lows, and then the next bull run comes and they go to the moon again. Solana is definitely on my radar, and it's something I definitely want to add to my portfolio. Things will get moved around, and if I'm being honest, like things that I have now that I could do without, Uniswap. I mean, I've only got a few $100s. I could do without Uniswap. Ontology, I like the product. But I could do with that, but that's only again, even as I go through this, I only have the graph. I don't, you get this bug and you want to just start buying these little small coins, man. I like the graph, and it's only $600. I have no problem selling that, but I don't. Engine, I like that one a lot. I actually want more of that one. I think that one is going to be huge. Decentraland, I don't know. I'm on the fence about that one. That one has so much potential, but you just don't see a lot coming out of that team. So really, in order to put some serious money into Solana, I'm going to have to adjust something like Cardano or Ethereum, Polkadot, maybe, Harmony One, maybe, and then Bitcoin, right? So it's probably coming out of Bitcoin, if we're being honest. I am okay with dropping my Bitcoin allocation down to about one. Like I've always said, I've always wanted one whole Bitcoin. It's just so I can say I'm a whole coiner. I love me some Bitcoin. I do think Bitcoin's going to the moon, but I always want to be a whole coiner. But that would drop me down to about 7% of my portfolio, and then maybe we could put some of that. Now I'm not yeah, maybe I could put $30,000 into Solana. Not at these prices. Is it too late? I don't know, man. I think I would not be FOMOing into Solana at this price. I mean, people FOMOed in at $75, and now they're like, oh shit, man. Like, was that a mistake? You don't want to, generally, you don't want to FOMO into this stuff on a big pump, right? And we've all made that mistake. I've made that mistake before. I haven't really done it much in crypto. Let's take a look at the recent fib on this. So we can, what do we got? We got here, like here. I'm not going to get it exact to the penny. But this thing's up into the stratosphere. I could see this easily pulling back down to 58, hell, even 48. And then maybe that's a good buy-in point. Or it's actually right here is a really good shot coming back and testing, because it just broke all-time highs. So there's a pretty good chance, and you have to see what it does around $58. And if you haven't bought in and you're looking to buy in, All I can say is what I always say: don't invest more than you can afford to lose, and be willing to ride that out until you're right. Because the whole market could get ugly, and this thing could go back to 30, back to 20 again. And if you invested more than you can lose, or if you're just gambling real quick and you have to take a massive, that's how you get into trouble. You end up, panic selling. If you can ride it out, you will be back in a profit. Now, there's also opportunity cost. Like, what if you did pull out of, and I do that. Sometimes I will take a loss and put it into something that I think is, much more opportunistic. But if you're constantly buying at highs and selling at lows because you think there's a better opportunity that's pumping at highs again, guess what? You're on the fast track to being broke. So I'm not an expert at Solana, and I haven't looked at all their DApps. I don't know how, like I do a lot of yield farming. I don't know how great any of their yield farming products are. All I do know is what I know. And, Solana's talked about a lot. A lot of people love Solana. It's dubbed the Ethereum killer. Everyone needs to shut the hell up with being the Ethereum killer. No, dude, no one's going to be the Ethereum killer anytime soon. And no one knows how any of these projects are going to develop or what they're going to mature into. For example, Cardano, dubbed an Ethereum killer. I love Cardano. It's my biggest bag, but that doesn't mean it's going to take over Ethereum. Ethereum has the network effect. There are trillions of dollars flowing through Ethereum, and a lot of that's big money. You think big money gives two F's about transferring a couple $1 billion and paying a couple $100 in gas fees? No. They care about whether there's an opportunity to make money there and how secure it is. Cardano, we don't know how secure it is. Do you think big money is just immediately going to put all their money in Cardano? Now, they'll probably, they'll put, we got this risky amount that, if shit hits the fan, it's not going to take us down. Although there's some pretty stupid funds out there, you never know. Same with Solana. How long has Solana, been functional at that level? I'm not even sure. But again, I do know a lot of people love Solana. I never hear anyone say anything bad about Solana. Solana's biggest claim to fame is sub-second transactions, but they can only scale to 65,000. So it's all a bunch of, it's the same with everything in life. Marketing, hype, this and that. Harmony is supposed to be able to scale to 10 million transactions per second. It's already very fast, and it's 2-second finality. Is Solana's finality sub-second? That's impressive. But what happens when 1 million transactions per second are required? Then what is their finality? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. There's nothing wrong with being diverse across the different ones. Or if you're like maximalist Cardano or maximalist Solana or maximalist Polkadot, I mean, Polkadot's kind of in the same boat as Cardano. Polkadot's not live, right? It's not battle tested. And that's the thing about Cardano. I want to talk about Cardano. I'm getting pretty excited. Smart contracts are coming up. Everyone's predicting Cardano's going to go to the moon. I don't know, man. I hope Cardano goes to the moon, but I don't want it to be a blow your top off. And you need to consider it. Smart contracts have been priced into Cardano for a long time. So it's just how much has been priced in. Cardano. So let's take a look at CoinGecko. I mean, really, really think about this. Really, really think about this. Cardano is higher in market cap by only $1 billion, but still it's higher than Binance. Binance has had do they use smart contracts? But they've been live for a long time, and they've come up big during that time. So Cardano is ahead of Binance just on hype alone, right? Obviously, there's a lot of things that go into Cardano. Cardano, very, very cult following, 70+% stake. People do not want to sell their Cardano. But it's all based on Charles Hoskinson, the way they do their governance, the fact that Charles is from Ethereum, and it's a big reason why, I mean, that's a big reason why Polkadot is up. It was Vitalik Buterin's vision for smart contracts, but it's Dr. Gavin Wood that actually created the language and programmed it. So he's obviously a very smart person. So that is why Polkadot and Cardano have been like two of the biggest smart chains without even being functional. So again, how much is that priced in? You know, I have visions of grandeur that Cardano is going to go to like $5 in September on the release of smart contract. But you're talking now, you're about about $150 billion market cap, almost halfway away from Ethereum. Is that possible? Yes, it is. But again, maybe a lot of that's already priced in. So don't be, all I'm saying is, it just, you know, kind of see it with open eyes and that anything can happen. I think there's a good chance Cardano will pump, but we've seen it a million times. Pump, buy the rumors, sell the news, right? Who knows? Who knows? Either way, it doesn't matter. Like I said, I earned 5% on it. We've already ridden some really fun waves. I started buying it at like 15, 16 cents. I kept buying it all the way up. My average price is around 50 cents, but that's because I bought a ton of it around 90 cents too. So that did raise, and I'm still buying it. I'm not buying it at $2. I'm done for now, right? Even though is it too late? No, I don't think it's too late. I do think Cardano will see $8 to $30 in the next 5 to 10 years. But don't buy Cardano because I think it's going to go to $8 to $10 in the next 4 to 10 years. There's a lot of factors to take into consideration when you do that. And I could be wrong. Dude, there's nothing about me that says I'm right. There's nothing about anyone on YouTube that says they're right. So don't buy Cardano because Big Boy says I don't know if this was just like, I think his original Cardano prediction was around like $8 to $9, which that's respectable. That's respectable. I'll give that to him. And he's always like, oh, I always get my predictions right. Bro, like, you're saying Bitcoin's only going to 100,000 now, and you did do videos. I mean, you really laid into videos that Bitcoin was going to 500,000. So don't act like you're always right. Ethereum 27,000 was a video you really laid into saying Ethereum's going to 27,000 this year. This one, still a possibility, but highly unlikely. And now he's backed off and said 10K. So it's always the narrative that the person wants to spend. Don't even get me started on Ivan on Tech. I love me some Ivan on Tech, but that bro legit said 100,000 this year. This guy, I love me some George. He said Cardano, and this is before he even owned it. I wonder what his Cardano prediction is now. Link 700? Yeah, maybe, man. All right, so firstly, I think Big Boy's newest prediction is like $9. I think that's very respectable. I do think Cardano could hit that. I do think so if Bitcoin hits the 120 to 180,000 that I've discussed, I think the 120,000 is pretty reasonable. That's like we'll say a 2.5x. Ethereum will probably do more than that, so Ethereum can do a 3x plus. I mean, a 3x puts Ethereum at like 9,500, a 4x at like 12,000, 13,000. I think those are in the cards. Cardano, the same, like a 5x is definitely in the cards. So I do think these possibilities. You know what else is a possibility? That we don't continue the bull market and, you know, the stock market crashes and shit hits the fan all across the world and Delta variants and everything's like, oh no. So just be prepared for any of that. And again, the easiest way you can do that is have money that you can afford to stay. This is my new motto. Have money that you can afford to keep invested no matter what happens. I'm getting tired of repeating myself on don't afford what you can invest to lose, because that doesn't hit home with a lot of people. They always think that they can afford to lose it, but then when shit hits the fan, they panic. And I get it. Like when it was dumping, it's not a lot of fun watching your money wash down the drain. It's not a lot of fun, and it could happen again. This portfolio hit almost 700,000, and then May, within a 48-hour period, this thing was down to 300. I lost almost $400,000 in a 48-hour period. It's not a lot of fun, and it's not a lot of fun. And then it recovered, you know, dead cat bounce, and next thing you know, the portfolio was back up to 500,000, and then it dumps again, and we're down to about 300,000 as recent as about 2 weeks ago. Not a lot of fun. That's several months of pain. That's crypto life. That is what you're getting into. And it doesn't matter that it's, you know, you see $500,000 on the line right here and you're like, oh man, what's this guy got anything to complain about? Dude, this shit's all monopoly money, right? I got $3,000 in my banking account. Maybe not even that much. I do get paid Friday, but still I got bills to pay. If crypto goes to like 90% drop, then what? I have like 50,000. You're like, oh, well, I mean, you know, at least you still got, you're right. But then I just spent the last 2 years of sleepless. It hasn't been, but you know what I'm saying, right? Invest in, at the end of the day, I have the confidence, 3, 4, 5 year long game, long con game. You've got to be able to invest an amount that you can afford to keep invested. And really think about that. No matter what happens, you don't care. You've already lit that money on fire. You've already thrown that money out the window. You're not going to check it, right? You're not going to worry about it. And if it's a 10x in 5 years, you know, then you pop the bottles, the corks. And if it's not, then maybe you have to wait a little bit more. What's your thoughts? So, Cramstio. Cramstio, good morning. How you doing? If it's morning for you, he or she. It looks like a he in the picture. What are your thoughts on the chatter regarding Harmony's lack of decentralization? Some people believe this is the reason. I had heard. You know, I would say I don't know. There is some concern about its lack of decentralization, though. I think that's kind of, as more people spin up validator nodes, that's obviously going to go out the window. I think I've heard that like they have some validator, and there's some funniness, right? There could be some truth to it. I honestly don't know. I would also imagine that Harmony's heavily backed by Binance Smart Chain, and you know there's probably a bit of a centralized exchange wars going on there. Why would, you know, although, so it's, I honestly don't know. At the end of the day, I don't think Coinbase is going to make or break Harmony One. Harmony One just needs to keep like they are, keep their nose to the grindstone, get good dApps on their platform. They already have SushiSwap on there, which is very big. They're doing partnerships with Terra Luna, which is very big. I am very bullish, and Solana and Polkadot are involved in Terra Luna and Cosmos and all that. So they're building a very strong ecosystem altogether. So people just, and there's a huge cult following with Harmony One. So people just need to keep spinning up validator nodes, and then eventually it'll work itself out. It is a very new smart chain that has done very well. It's only been out for about a year. So give it to, you know, for me, I look at it as, that's fine. I'll keep buying it when it's cheap. I still dollar cost average into 2 cryptos right now that automatic buys come right out of my Binance. And that's Ethereum and Harmony One. I've got enough Cardano. You can never have enough Cardano. I would love some Solana. I'd love some more Polkadot, but I keep buying Harmony One. It's the one that I think has a really good chance of exploding, of having its day in the sun. In fact, I'm looking at eventually, right? Eventually, I got to worry about if Harmony One starts taking off, I got to take myself out of this yield farm. I don't want Harmony One to have that 5x, right? And then I have a bit of impermanent loss. I mean, it won't be the end of the world. I'm still going to have a ton of Harmony One. But I think Harmony One's day in the sun is going to come this bull market if the bull market continues. Let's pull up Harmony One. I thought I already did that. But I'm not worried about, there's always FUD for every freaking, name a coin, and there's FUD, right? Engine was the same thing, not decentralized enough. I'm not really worried about that. They just need to build good dApps, like I said, which they've been doing, and its time will come. Harmony, I want to do the Binance. All right. Yeah, man. So this pump, it's going to see, like a Solana pump is coming, which means it's going to blast through all-time highs and then go up to, I think 55 cents is easily on the table if we have a really good altcoin season or they come out with some really good news, which could happen anytime. Like I said, Terra Luna partnerships, Anchor's supposed to be coming to Harmony One. I freaking love Anchor, and I'm going to be looking to do more with that here in the future. With bonded Ethereum, which I'm really excited about. If all that comes, if all that Anchor stuff comes to Harmony One, I'm really looking forward to hopefully SushiSwap adding the lending over on the Harmony One platform. I think SushiSwap on Harmony One is one of the best opportunities out there right now. So I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I think 55 cents is easily in the table, and all the way up to like 85 to even $1 is not. I mean, dollar's pretty moon boy, but not really. Not really if it really starts pumping. And I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Just don't overextend yourself. I mean, I was buying even heavier at like 5 and 6 cents. Like every extra penny I'd have, I'd be like, oh, I got a couple $100, let's buy some Harmony One. Oh, I got $100, let's buy some Harmony One. Adam asks, what do you think of the price of XRP after the case? XRP, I don't know. There's rumors that they're going to settle this week. If they settle, cryptocurrency in general is going to freaking explode. It's going to freaking explode. I'm by no means an XRP expert. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's just one of those coins. Like, sure, I'd love to have it. If they settle, XRP is going to go apeshit. That's what I think. But I think the entire crypto market's going to go apeshit too. Again, I don't hate XRP. I don't love it. I would love to own some. I never did though. It's too much of a pain for me to buy. And it's just more risk, right? That's an extremely risky asset. If that case were to continue to drag on forever and ever, you're going to see a lot of wild rides in it. If they were to end up, like, who knows, like it going bad against them, obviously the price is going to tank. But if they settle, dude, this shit's, XRP is going to the moon. Yeah, you're welcome. Coins Kid projection last week actually had the 227 blow off at 177. We'll see. On what? On Harmony? Let's see. Yeah, I'm not a charting expert, but I don't know what you mean by the 227 fib blow off top and $1. Like, so $1.77, that's like some fib levels that don't even show. That's some fib levels that don't even show up on this. So I'll tell you what, man, if Harmony One goes to $1.77, I think we're both partying. I got another subscriber in the chat. Well, he's not in the chat now, but I got another subscriber. I'm not saying you're a subscriber. If you haven't, what's wrong with you? Subscribe. He's got millions in Harmony One. He's waiting to get paid. He is waiting to get paid. All right, so let's go ahead and, oh, so like I said, I am looking to do some stuff, and I've been spending a lot of time trying to understand Anchor and Mirror and looking for ways to possibly hedge. I'm always looking for ways to possibly hedge if we do have a blow your top off market versus selling a bunch of my coin and hedging against it. One way to do that will be with Mirror. It will even be with Anchor. So I am looking to move some B ETH over here. So you can stake it on Lido and move it over here. Obviously, there's a bunch of risk with doing that, but you're paying a lot of Ethereum fees. Then you can borrow against it, and then you can take that collateral and you could go. So for example, you could put a bunch of bonded Ethereum on Anchor, which is coming to Harmony One. I can't freaking wait. I don't know when though. I don't know when. So you can stake your Ethereum on Lido, earn like 5%, move it over here, and then you claim your rewards over here. I believe, and this is part of what I'm trying to figure out, if you provide your bonded ETH as collateral, I think you forfeit those rewards at that point. But then you can borrow against it, and you can, like, say, get UST, and then you can put that UST into earn. So you would only borrow up to like 50% of it. Say you put $10,000 of Ethereum over here, you provide it as collateral, you borrow 5,000, and then you can put 5,000 in UST and earn 20%. So it would be like earning. I'm not saying I got all this right either. Again, I'm trying to figure this out. There's a lot of miscommunication and lack of clarity on a lot of this. So it would be like getting 10% on your Ethereum, but you're going to have risk. You're going to have smart contract risk. You're going to have slashing risk. You're going to be on 2 different platforms, and the UST peg risk, right? So there's a lot going on there to take into effect. But again, you can also borrow against it, and then you can borrow 5,000, for example, against it. You put it over here, and you get 20% on that 5,000, plus you get AUST that you can go over to mirror. And then, for example, like say Ethereum's at 9,000 and you think there's going to be a huge pullback. Well, you could take that 5,000 and you could come over here and borrow Ethereum, which would be like shorting it. And although I think the play would be to short farm it, and this is part of what I'm trying to figure out. You would short farm Ethereum, and you would earn 12% interest on the short farm. So say, for example, you have 5 Ethereum at 15,000 worth over on BETH over there. You take a $5,000 loan, you put it into AUST, and then you take that over, and so 1/3 of your position would be short farming. You would short Ethereum, so you would be hedging against your position and earning 12%. So it's just all part of what I'm trying to figure out, and seems like what strategy makes the most sense. I do know one caveat to that though is if you short farm, you pay a pimp. It's kind of locked for 10 days or 14 days. Yeah, Harmony, thank you. So it's kind of locked for 10 days. But again, this is something I'm considering and looking forward to trying to figure this out and figure out what the best ways to do this are. I am very bullish the Terra Luna system. I haven't even talked, because B Luna is popping off right now too. And that's one of the ones being talked about a lot. I actually bought a bunch. Well, I mean 50. I bought 50 B Luna when it was at like $7. Obviously, I wish I would have bought more now, but B Luna, or Luna in general, is another one that's going really well. It's up like a 3x from that $7. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this stream up. Let's do that by using one of my favorite smart chains, Harmony One. I've been farming on Harmony One now for a while. I put about 26,000 into the ETH1 pool. That has risen to 40,000. It was as high as 42,000 yesterday. The rewards are starting to come down, but it's still doing really well. Since yesterday, I've earned about 300 free Harmony One, 2.78 sushi. So I'm going to go ahead and claim that. Look how fast this happens. This is Solana, you might be sub-second, but I mean, don't let me down, Harmony One. You're not letting me down. You're making me look bad. Like usually that would have finished by now. It must be something to do with, oh, there we go. Failed transaction. So I'm either on the wrong, no, I'm on the right one, but it's probably something to do with VFAT. Let me do it over here. Make sure that that's still here. VFAT, I was doing it from VFAT instead of straight. So we're going to harvest. Let's see if this stuff's making me look bad. Are you not going to let me harvest now? All right, let me do a little MetaMask shake and bake. Sometimes you got to unclog the pipes, you know what I'm saying? All right, now sushi's acting up. All right, here we go. Let's try this one more time. Harvest. Harvest. What is going on? All right, let's try and harvest. No, no. My $32 million NFT is still up for sale. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna buy once this sells. It's right there. It's Apes of Space number 3564 if you want to buy that. All right, let's try. Oh, so the Harmony one's not syncing. That's part of the problem. All right, I might need to close my browser. It's still screwing up over here. Yeah, there must be something going on with Sushi right now, so I'm not gonna waste a bunch of trying to making this happen. I'll just get it done later in the day. Really appreciate everyone that came by. I will be back tomorrow, 6:25 a.m. Hopefully no computer problems. Be there, be square, market open, crypto talk, DeFi talk, NFT talk. Anyway, love you all, and don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and peace.